Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we just wanted to talk about some of our like holy grail drugstore items that we reach for all the time that are easily accessible. So if you're interested in this video, just keep on watching. So I feel like this year was like the year for drugstore foundations and like base products. I don't know. So this, the first thing I'm just going to talk about is more like a primer, which is the L'Oreal Gloomy Lotion. Gloomy Lotion. Oh shit. Gloomy Lotion. Ah. Okay. My face hurts. I'm gonna talk about it. Every time I read it, I can't help but laugh. So, first product, I'm trying to get this out here. I don't know if you're gonna see all the cuts we just made, but I just laughed for like 10 minutes because I called this the Gloomy Lotion instead of the Lumi Glotion. This one's in 903 Medium Glow. I do have the Deep Glow as well. I like to mix the two. This one's great just for like an everyday like throw on if you're tanned and your face isn't. And it's really good as a primer or to mix in with foundations. It just makes it so dewy and beautiful, and this is like my third. I love this thing. She's cute. I don't really have a like holy grail drugstore primer, but foundation, I sure do. I love drugstore foundations. I don't purchase high-end foundations because I don't want to. I love my drugstore. The CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir is so good. I'm really back into this again. I've been wearing it for days straight. I'm wearing it today. The thing I hate about this, the one thing, is that the tone is like salmon. So if you have like yellow undertones or even neutral undertones, you're going to be wearing pink foundation, but it looks so beautiful that I don't care. I have that one in the lightest shade, which is my tan shade. This is an ivory. And then the Makeup Revolution stick foundation, the fast-based stick foundation. This one is an F6. We're down to the nubbins on him. I also have F2 and I mix them when I'm a little more fair. But this one is gorgeous. I love it. It's so dewy. I still love my L'Oreal Pro Glow, don't get me wrong, but I figured I'd switch it up a bit when I'm talking about them. This one also is great. It's a cream bronzer. We have a deeper shade and it looks beautiful as a bronzer too. So. And then for me, just for like a full coverage, like pretty matte foundation, the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation in F10 is a holy grail. You guys, I did like a wear test on it, and this is just a really pretty foundation. I'm wearing it today. The tone is wrong for me. I need something more yellow, but I didn't care to like mix enough yellow in today, so if it looks off, that's why. But this, like, the formula is gorgeous. It doesn't like crack or crease very much, and I just love it. And then just for like a light coverage, this Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation, I have it in MW2, I always say that, Modern Warfare 2 every time I read this, but this is way too light for me. But when I'm like lightly tanned, this is the perfect shade. But it is like the most beautiful light coverage glowy foundation in the world. It's pretty comparable to the Neutrogena Healthy whatever with the doe foot applicator, but I like this one a little bit more. It's just the Neutrogena one's dark enough for me, so I usually end up mixing the two, but I just think this is gorgeous, and it's just so nice if you want like nice plump juicy skin. And then for concealer, I have two from Makeup Revolution. I still love like my Maybelline Age Rewind and the Maybelline Fit Me and things like that, but these two I love a lot. This one is this is the fast-based concealer. These are both in C1, and this is the Conceal and Define. So this one's a little more full coverage, definitely more matte. I do like to leave it on my under eyes for 30-40 seconds before I blend it out. This one I don't really care what I do. This one's lightweight and like glowy and beautiful, but it still has pretty decent coverage to it. It's just really, really messy. So I hate that about it, and I'm pretty sure there's like zero product in here, so that's also a drawback. But the concealer itself is really nice, especially for like light coverage looks. It's coming out the side. Yep. And then this is the supersized Conceal and Define. I've gone through like 2 of these before. I just like this concealer. I don't think it's a Shape Tape dupe, but I think it's a nice concealer, so. So I've been like weirdly obsessed with the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Concealer. I saw Samantha Ravindal use it in a video and it looked so pretty on her, like all her concealers do. And so I bought like a darkest shade for me, and this one I'm like out of, if you can see it right there. There's only a little bit left. And then I just bought a lighter shade. A lighter what? Then I just bought a lighter shade to kind of use as a brightening pen. I love this on its own if I'm wearing like a light coverage foundation look in general, but I really, really like this for mixing in with more matte concealers. It does crease because it's dewy, but when I use this concealer, I don't typically set it. I just think it looks so healthy and beautiful under the eyes that I just like to leave it as is. But your mascara will transfer, so just don't wear lower lash mascara.
Also to note, with that, the shade range is dismal at best. The lightest shade is like basically a contour on me, so just bear that in mind if you're a little more fair. But for powder, I love the Wet n Wild pressed powder. This one is in Warm Light. Oh, there's an eyelash. It's gone. She's messed up. I like this to set my under eyes and my face. It's just a very lightweight powder. I just think it's beautiful on the skin, so I've been using this a ton lately. Loose powders are a little finicky for me, so this one has just been my go-to as of late.
So I don't care how many times you've heard us rave about this. If you have not bought it, then I'm going to continue to talk about it, which is the Essence Peachy Bean Blush Palette. Ignore the highlights, nobody cares. The blushes, they're so good. If you guys have been following us for a while, or if you just know me in person, you know the e.l.f. blush palette has been my holy grail for a very long time. There was one blush shade in there that I never stopped using. I used it every single time I put on blush. Anytime I wore anything else, I felt ugly. And this has pretty much replaced it. I mean, I still love that e.l.f. blush palette, but these two shades in here are just, they're gorgeous, they're warm, they make you look so like cheeky. I don't know. I love it so much, so you just really need to buy it. That's just how it is.
And one that is kind of cheating because I got this like last week but has totally blown my socks off is the e.l.f. Modern Metals palette, little blush palette. The blushes in here are gorgeous. The highlights in here are gorgeous. There is not a single thing wrong with this palette, and I think it is absolutely freaking phenomenal.
So I actually bought this for Vic as a Christmas gift last year. Or was it Christmas?
It was birthday.
It was birthday. So I bought this as a gift for Vic for our birthday, which is the Makeup Revolution...
There's no name.
Oh. The Makeup Revolution highlighter palette. These are like kind of like a baked formula, but Makeup Revolution really kills it with pretty much everything, and their highlights are bomb too. They're super, super metallic. I'll just do my two favorite shades, but they're super metallic, and they're kind of dry feeling, but they look really buttery and smooth on the skin, but like hella metallic. So I think this is really great if you're just looking, because it's got a lot of shades in it, and if you want something beaming, I would purchase this.
And then you guys have probably heard us talk about this too if you're not new here, but the Catrice Prime and Fine Eye Base is the best eyeshadow primer at the drugstore. I say that only having trying this as the eyeshadow primer at the drugstore because we just recently got into eyeshadow primers. This is the exact same as the Urban Decay Primer Potion. There is no difference between these two. They work the same, they wear the same, they are beautiful. This one's freaking expensive. This one's like $5, so highly, highly recommend this. But the one thing to note is the doe foot on both of these sucks. So I hate the applicator. It like kind of stabs you a little bit, but the actual product is so, so good.
So two lipstick formulas. I mean, the shades themselves are gorgeous, but the formulas are just so bomb. Are the Maybelline Shine lipsticks and the L'Oreal Shine lipsticks, I guess. They're both really, really pretty. Shining Peach is our favorite in this one. This one's Glossy Fawn. And then this one we have in 055 Taupe Seduction, but our favorite is the Baddest Beige shade, the one that Jacqueline talked about and stole all of our favorite lipsticks. But these two are just so bomb. It's basically like, they're more pigmented than like a tinted lip balm, but they're just so glossy. It just looks like you're wearing like a lip gloss, like a tinted lip gloss. But it's so comfortable and it wears pretty well, and they're really so good and they're cheap. So, you know, if you were thinking about getting those stupid Marc Jacobs sticks, get one of these instead.
And then again, these are not new if you've been to our channel before, but the L'Oreal Infallible eyeliners are our absolute favorite eyeliners. They do not budge in the waterline. I wish they had more shades. I mean, clearly we have a nice little, I think they have a nude one actually that we haven't picked up, but these are so, so good. I use the black all the time. It's absolutely the best formula ever, hands down. I will never buy a high-end eyeliner after trying these.
And then lastly, we just got a couple setting sprays, which is the Catrice Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. Wow, I remember last time when Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. And this is really, really nice. It smells like weird, but it's very illuminating. So if you're somebody who like ends up using a lot of powder and you're like, ugh, what do? I don't own MAC Fix Plus. Just get this. If you can get it in stock, because Ulta decided, you know what we're gonna do? Sell it out every time it comes back in stock. So we're running low on it. We have a project pan on it, so we kind of want it gone, but I don't want it gone, so I can keep it. And then we have the little Pixie Glow Mist. This one's just really nice. It's got oil in it. It's a really nice little primer. I feel like it's a bit unsafe to put on top of makeup, but you really can if you want to. It's just the mist is not that fine.
I wear it on top of makeup. It makes my skin all dewy, but the mist is awful, so I normally have to pat over with a sponge.
Yeah, but other than that, this is fire. Pixie mists are really nice. We got the rose water one that sucks.
Don't get the rose one.
It's pretty lame.
The other ones are really good, but and then just a couple like honorable mentions. The e.l.f. Hydrogel Under Eye Masks are really, really good. I love these for before makeup. The Peter Thomas Roth ones we're using currently, the gold ones, and I like those, but these, I don't know which is a better value when you add it all up, but these come in a 3-pack for $8, I believe. You can get them at Target or at Ulta or wherever the heck e.l.f. is sold. But I really, really like these, as well as my Eco Tool sponge. This is, I believe, $4, $5, and it's perfect. It has the butt of a beauty blender and the top of another sponge.
So the Cake and Bake sponge.
But what?
The Cake and Bake.
What's a Cake and Bake?
The purple square sponge.
I don't know what the heck that is. Anyway, I
You
love
know
the shape
nothing.
of this. I like the Real Technique sponge, but I love the shape of this more because I like the actual butt part. This is pretty much what I use, and then I use this side to clean up contour sometimes. But other than that, I use exclusively the butt.
I just yawned. And then my favorite sponge at the drugstore is the Real Techniques Face and Body Sponge. These both are in our little giveaway going on our Instagram. I don't know if by the time this video will be up it's still going on, but let's hope so. But this is massive. I got it because Casey Holmes likes it. The only problem I noticed, I think it's my own fault because my nails, but it rips. But I just really, really like it. I mean, even though it rips, it doesn't like typically like flake all over your face unless it's like ripped. So I don't know, it's not the end of the world for me, but it's just so soft and so large. You cover your whole face with 3 dots. It's easy peasy and it's massive. It's the size of my head. You cannot go wrong with this sponge. And yeah, that completes the video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and like and subscribe to our channel, and comment down below like what your drugstore holy grail products are, because we will buy every single one of them. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.